Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us tonight for this freshman game between the College Heights Christian Cougars and the Joplin Eagles. I'm Brian Schumacher alongside Curtis Davenport, getting ready to bring you this action. Ready for the opening tip. This is the first game for these freshman boys. These are part of the JV squad, but this is specifically freshmen on the court right now. College Heights wins the tip. Adam Stanton to Cannon Miller. Can't finish. Joplin gets the rebound. Joplin into the front court. Try Clark on the ball. Schumacher defending. Into the corner. Trap into the corner. Joplin gets it free to the opposite wing. Stanton and Smith on the trap. Curtis, what defenses are the Cougars in right now?
Originally it looked like a man, but it looks like the Cougars might be starting out in a bit of a matchup zone where they just trap the ball whenever it goes onto the wing.
Okay, Adam Stanton takes the three off the front rim. Rebound for Joplin. That's number 52, Josiah Greninger on the rebound. Again into that trap. Gets it into the short corner. Stanton gets the deflection and gets the ball.
Cougars are playing great help defense so far in the early going.
Cannon Miller brings the ball down for the Cougars. Drives to the basket, jump stop, gets it deflected away, will stay Cougars ball underneath.
College Heights has already started to kind of open up the Eagles' defense and get inside and drive and break it down and see if they can find any openings, like gaps in the defense they can drive, or see if they can draw the help to kick out the shooters. Look like they've been doing that pretty well so far.
Schumacher draws the foul, will go to the line to shoot two. That's the first team foul for the Eagles. Schumacher gets the first one to rim in. Long on the second. Greninger with another rebound for the Eagles. Schumacher and Smith on the trap. Stolen away by Adam Stanton. Stanton floater makes it. Good bucket for the Cougars. Right into the press. And foul called on the play. Ben Schumacher gets his first foul.
Yeah, the Cougars JV team is definitely very aggressive on defense, which is a good thing since they bring a lot of tenacity and aggressiveness, but they also sometimes let it get too out of control and get into foul trouble sometimes. So yeah.
Into the corner. Trapped again.
Oh.
And another foul called. That's the second team foul for the Cougars. Joplin will inbound on the sideline. Into the block, Miller defending. Stanton pulls down the board. Smith up ahead to Schumacher, deflected, but he's back on it. Finishes with the left for two. And Joplin quickly out into press break. Schumacher and Stanton setting up the trap. Joplin's able to switch the court to the top of the key. Drive to the middle, Smith gets a hand on it. Joplin resets up top. Entered into the block, kicked out to the wing. Greninger swings it across, looking for the short corner. Gets it to the paint. Tough shot, no good. Cannon Miller on the rebound. Loses the ball, is able to recover. Stanton up ahead to Schumacher on the left. Drives to the basket and can't get the basket to go, but will go to the line for 2 more free throws.
One of the Cougars' greatest strengths all season long has been their ability to get out and get quick fast break points. They're definitely showing that off here in the first 4 minutes of the first quarter.
Oh, they're saying it's on the floor. Okay, foul's on the floor, so they'll inbound it underneath. Miller to Schumacher on the wing, takes the 3. Long, Stanton's there for the rebound, fight for it. Stanton comes down with it, over to Miller for 3. Nails it. 3-point basket for the Cougars. And Joplin wants a timeout. Good start for the Cougars.
Yeah, if you're Coach Quaddy for College Heights, you probably couldn't ask for a better way to start the game. I mean, they're hitting their shots, they're getting after it on defense, forcing turnovers, they're not turning the ball over themselves. They've just gotten off to a perfect start.
Absolutely. We're going to be fighting this clock all night. I'm on a stand here that's not very stable, so we'll do the best we can to keep the clock on the screen.
All right.
All right, 3:47 left here in the first quarter. Joplin coming out of the timeout. We should take an opportunity to run that replay through while we're at it. Transition play up ahead. Bucket for Schumacher.
They just do a great job of moving the ball to the floor quickly and effectively.
Cougars stay in the full court press. Smith trying to force the ball handler into the corner. Schumacher steps up to pressure. Good job by Joplin getting it vertical, and Kronowitz just got a little too aggressive and drew the foul. Entered into the block. Cordoban's able to deflect it away. And the Eagles will take it out underneath. Entered a short corner. Schumacher gets the steal. He'll slow it down for a moment. Up to the wing for Stanton. Schumacher into Kronowitz. Off the bottom of the backboard. And Joplin Eagles will take the ball. Joplin into the corner, finds an open man underneath. Cannon Miller with the block. Backdoor cut here for Joplin. All wide open, but Miller's able to recover and get the block. And
yeah, a bit of a defensive breakdown by the Cougars on there to let the Eagles get behind them, but Cannon Miller had a great recovery, sent that shot back onto the baseline.
Long 2. Oh. Can't get the roll. Stanton pulls down the board. Good rip through, gets it over to Miller on the left side. Cannon Miller brings it up. Looking to drive, kicks it to Crew. Crew Holland in the game. To Schumacher driving. Floaters, can't finish. Kronowitz gets the rebound. Another offensive rebound for the Cougars. Stanton to Schumacher looking to drive. Kicks it to Miller looking at the 3. Decides not to take it. Spin move. Loses it. Schumacher's on it and gets the roll. 10-0. Cougars set the trap in the corner. Deflected away will stay Eagles ball. 2:24 here in the first. Entered up ahead. Joplin breaks the press. Kronowitz there to defend. 53 goes baseline. Kronowitz able to cut him off as they reset up. Schumacher comes unhelped. Leaves a guy open at the top. Long three off the back rim. Fight for the rebound. Crew Holland's able to come up with it. Joplin picking up full court and drops back into their set. It looks like they're in a 2-3. Stanton drives middle, pops it out for Holland. Stanton again drives middle. Hook shot, gets it. 2 points for Adam Stanton. Joplin breaks the press, up ahead. Kronowitz there, gets a hand on it, and fist means foul typically, and that's what he's calling.
Huh.
Looked like he had ball, but maybe ripped through him in the process.
Yeah, possibly. Sometimes initially when you start going for the ball and they're, still moving while they're, running their play or whatever, you can like get through and get a little bit of arm in the process, and sometimes contact like that just happens.
All right, Smith subbed in and Schumacher subbed out. Inbound play underneath. Off the front rim, no good. Cannon Miller with another block. And as the Cougars try to push it ahead.
Cannon Miller providing great interior defense here in the first quarter for the Cougars.
Let's take a look at this block here. Off the rebound, Cannon comes from behind, swats it away right to Smith.
It's his second of the game already.
Cougars bring it into the front court. Smith handling the ball, flips it to Holland, looks in for Stanton. Wisely kicks it to Miller. One more to Kronowitz. Tough shot. Can't get it to go, and Joplin has the board. Joplin looking to enter it into the paint. Looked like there was a foul there, no call. Foul on the play. I'm not sure. Okay, 2 shots. That is the 5th team foul for the Cougars. Can't get the first one to go. That's number 14, Jordan Bozarth at the line. Kronowitz subs out. Schumacher back in the game for the Cougars. Second one's off also. Smith with the rebound. Jaden Smith brings it up court. Looks to drive. Kicks to Stanton from 15. Good.
Really great play by Jaden Smith, just driving in, piercing the defense, finding a gap, and then kicking out to the open shooter once the defense collapsed on him.
Into the front court, but thrown off the Joplin player's foot, and Cougars take it over. Schumacher driving to the middle to Miller at the key. Cougars looking to hold for the last shot of the quarter, I believe. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Kicks it to Miller. Tough drive to the basket and finishes for 2. And that will do it for the first quarter. After 1, College Heights 16, Joplin 0. Let's take a look at that last play here on replay. I think we still have that live. Cougars moving the ball, trying to run the clock down, and then at that 5-second point, Cannon took it to the basket. Good grab.
Yeah, great drive in the lane by Miller. Great hop step, gather himself, and then finish over the defense.
Take a look at that one more time. Yeah, just a really nice job gathering there and then going 1-2 to finish.
Yeah. Great drive, great finish, all around great play by Miller.
Adam Stanton gets this kick off Jaden Smith's drive. Jaden drives in patient and then kicks out to Stanton, who's ready for the shot, nails it.
It's one of their best plays on the night right there. Great drive. Defense collapses, just kick out the open shooter, and he hits it.
Here's a look at Miller getting that block from behind.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty awesome.
He's able to keep it in play, too. Jaden Smith was right there to recover it, and then Joplin actually committed a foul off that.
Yeah.
All right, we're ready to start the second quarter, and Joplin will start with the ball. Number 40 inbounding, Canyon Kimbrough. Smith defending. New set of a few new Eagles in the game, it looks like. Swung to the left. Number 32 drives, draws the foul on the floor. Not sure, he didn't call. 2 shots,
Yeah,
okay.
2 shots are coming.
Makes the first one. First point of the game for the Eagles.
Cougars have played pretty good defense so far, considering that Joplin scored their first point of the game on a free throw in the second quarter. Just astounding defense by the Cougars JV team.
Trap on the right side. Travel called on the Eagles. And Cougars will take over the ball. Schumacher gets the ball in the backcourt. Joplin picking him up 3/4, flips it up to Miller to get into the front court. Dribbles off his foot. The ball's loose. Scramble for it. Joplin gets the ball, and Schumacher commits a foul. And the Eagles are in the bonus, so they will go to the line. Bonus free throw, no good. Loose, and Jaden Smith's able to pull it down. Jaden up into the front court to Crew Holland, keeps it in bounds. Smith swings it over to Miller, who will set. To Schumacher driving middle. Can't get the roll, left-handed finish, and Joplin's away with it. Holland's there to take the charge. Ref's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. On the floor, 1-1. Foul on
I think they call
Cannon.
that foul on Cannon, yeah.
Free throw is no good, deflected off of the Cougars. And Joplin will maintain possession, inbounded underneath. Entered into that sweet spot in the paint, can't finish. Stanton pulls away the rebound and flips it up to Jaden. Jaden up ahead to Schumacher. Schumacher one more to Holland. Can't get the finish, and they reset. Holland in the corner. Across, dangerous pass. Smith's able to get position, and good job by Jaden moving to the ball, able to pick up the foul because of it. Fourth team foul for the Eagles. Schumacher running point for the Cougars. Flips it to Holland. Holland looks into Smith. Smith into a triple, looks to get it away. And stolen away by the Eagles. Pass ahead. One more, and the Eagles get a nice bucket underneath. Starts with the turnover. Schumacher flips it to Holland. Holland back to Schumacher, looking to reset. Holland all the way across the court to Stanton. Stanton up top on the left wing. Gives it to Schumacher, drives to the basket with his left and finishes. Oh.
Great patience by the Cougars on offense, waiting to get the shot they wanted, and then ultimately executing their offense well enough to convert on the opportunity they got.
3-point long. Miller tries to save it right to the Joplin player. Can't finish, and Adam Stanton pulls down the rebound. Stanton's having a night on the glass.
Definitely.
Cannon Miller brings it up into the front court. Running that dribble drive set, dribble handoff. Smith looking to attack. Gets to the basket, draws the foul, and goes to the line to shoot two.
Great move by Smith there, able to recognize the defender overplaying him towards the middle, so he spins back outside, finds the driving lane, and gets to the bucket to get to the foul line.
I always like to say that this dribble drive offense is a playmaker's offense.
Definitely it is.
You can get caught running it mechanically, but it really has a lot of freedom to it if you let yourself operate within it.
Yeah, it does.
Smith's first free throw rolls out. .4:15 here in the second quarter. 18-3 is the score. Second free throw is good. Cougars stay in their full court press. And as number 52, Josiah Greninger, was trying to find a place to throw it, stepped across the line, and the Cougars will take possession. Smith inbounding underneath for the Cougars. Cougars in a stack set, looking for the cutter, but nothing's open, so they flip it up to Schumacher. Schumacher drives middle, can't get the finish to go, and Greninger with another rebound for the Eagles. Pass to the weak side. Shot is long, and Miller pulls down the board. Cannon Miller into the front court. Flip into that dribble handoff to Schumacher. Schumacher looking to attack. Flip. Probably got away with the travel there as he's a little off balance. Holland flips it back to Smith. Smith looking to create. Finds Schumacher cutting. One more to Stanton. Greninger gets in position. Stanton tries to go over top and can't get the finish. Joplin out in the transition. Good jump stop. And double dribble called. Farrell Mack gets called for the double dribble, and the Cougars will take possession. Coach Quaddy wants a timeout. First timeout for the Cougars. One-minute timeout. Really good start for the Cougars. You really can't expect much more. They're getting to the basket, taking. They're patient off that dribble handoff, but they're also just not content to just run the dribble handoff motion. They're actually looking for an attack.
Yeah, definitely. They're not trying to rush their offense, but they're definitely like aggressive when they get opportunities to go score off of it.
Yeah,
they've been executing it very well. If you're Coach Quaddy, you can't ask for a better start from this Cougars team right here.
All right, let's take a moment to do the Cougar Cam here. We see some faces in the crowd that we need to look at. We have a school board member here. Everyone say hi to Clint Holland. Clint, say hi. All right, Cougars will get the ball out of the timeout. 19-3 is the score. Schumacher brings it up court. Drives with his left flips it for Smith over to Miller. Miller sets for the three, decides not to take it. Smith again looking to create. Good job by Joplin defending the middle. Schumacher swings it to Holland on the right wing. It does look like Joplin is in man defense, so it's creating some opportunities to drive off of that. Smith flips it to Holland, gets the dribble down. Again over to Schumacher looking to drive. Tough take, gets the finish.
Tough bucket by Schumacher. Great take, great drive, great finish.
Trap in the corner. And travel called on the play. Let's take a look back at that take by Schumacher while we have a moment. Gets that drive, gets pushed off the ball, but it's able to finish with control.
I could have made a case for that to be an and one right there.
Yeah. All right, back to the live action here. Miller on the ball. Flips it to Schumacher up top, looks for the three, decides not to take it. Holland takes a shot from 15, a little long, and Joplin pulls down the rebound. Joplin aggressively into the front court. Can't keep his feet. Smith comes away with the ball. Smith pushing it up court. And gets called for the travel. Joplin did a good job getting back, defending, and Jaden just didn't feel like he had anywhere to go and maybe drug that pivot foot.
Yeah, Joplin definitely did a great job of hustling and getting back and picking up the ball when they got back there. Great
Cannon
defense
Miller,
by the Cougars.
free safety, easy bucket for the Cougars. Another steal by Cannon. Big block that time by Greninger. And sorry, I don't think I got that on camera. I was thought I was in screen, but I don't think I was. Cougars will inbound underneath. Jaden Smith. Looks like the Cougars are in a stack. I think they're trying to look for Miller cutting through this action on the weak side. It's not there, so he looks to the short corner for Holland. Gets it entered into Stanton. Stanton with the hook shot. Off the back iron, can't get the roll, and Joplin is out running. Smith trying to get up to defend. Dribble handoff action for the Eagles. Greninger at the top of the key swings it to the left side. Schumacher defending. Into the paint. Weak side. Shot. Gets the roll. And it seemed like the Eagles' offense was really finding a lot of holes in that defense that possession.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They had their best offensive possession of the night right there.
Schumacher dribbling up top. Closely defended. Over to Holland for the three and gets called for the travel. .54 seconds left. It'd be nice to see if the Cougars can hold strong in this last minute and not let a run end the half for the Eagles. Stolen away by Stanton on the press break. Stanton's driving middle, takes the floater. Long gets his own rebound, goes up with a left, gets the finish and the foul. Stanton will go to the line to complete the three-point play. Take a look at this. Long, but gets his own rebound, goes right up into Greninger. Greninger had position, but just dropped his hands.
Yeah, did a great job not giving up on the play. Did Stanton, and then he went up, got his own rebound, and just, like he said, caught Greninger out of position and finished a tough layup with the left hand and got the and one.
Stanton gets the roll. Travel called on the play. I didn't see what happened there, but Cougars will get the ball. Josh Anderson and Caleb Hipple subbed in the game for Cannon Miller and Ben Schumacher. Stanton takes the three from the corner. It's short, but Josh Anderson's there and draws the foul.
You call that a very deceptive pass by Stanton to Anderson. Get him in position under the basket and give him a couple free throws.
Yeah, very strategic. First free throw is good. Second one's long. Caleb Hipple tries to deflect, but Joplin's able to pull it down. 30 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Into the left corner. Deflected away. Jaden Smith on the ball. Passes up to Josh Anderson. Anderson tries for the layup, can't get it. Stanton's on the ball. Joplin takes it and is in transition. 10 seconds left and gets the finish. 2 points for the Eagles. 26-7 now the score. 6 seconds left here in the quarter. To the corner for Holland for three. Off the rim, no good, and that will do it. 26-7 the score. I'm sorry, 27-7 is the score here to end the second quarter. Some fast-paced action there as we're coming to a wrap. Ended the quarter with 8 team fouls for the Cougars and 7 for the Eagles.
A pretty physical play by both teams. Some of it's led to some foul trouble, but for the most part, it's been, just good physical basketball.
We have a H2O check by Mom in the crowd. Let's take a look at concerned mom for water, Melissa Miller. There we go. All right, guys, we're going to take a break. There's 8 minutes on the clock for the halftime, and we will be back to you to start the second half. All right, guys, we're 2 minutes and 30 seconds away from the third quarter starting. Curtis, you guys, your high school varsity team is in action tomorrow night. Are you guys at Purdy?
Yes, we're at Purdy. That's going to be the first of 3 games we have this week. We're going to be at Purdy tomorrow. Then Thursday, we're going to be here at home against Pierce City. And then the following day, Friday, we will be at Exeter.
Okay, so Exeter is a conference game, correct?
Yeah, Exeter. I think Exeter's our first conference game, actually. So,
Okay. Now, how many games do you guys have in conference?
I think we have 6 because we're going to play Exeter, Verona, Wheaton, Macaulay, Thomas Jefferson, and Golden City, and those are all of the teams in our conference. So I think we only have 6 conference games.
Okay, and then is there a regular season conference champion?
Yeah, there is. I don't think that like the 2 top teams play for it, but it's just the team with the best regular season conference record
Okay,
wins the conference championship.
cool. But that has no effect on district seeding, right?
No, district and district seeding and the conference championship are different from each other.
Okay, so Purdy and Pierce City that you're playing this week, are they both in Class 2?
I don't know about Pierce City. Maybe they might be, but I know Purdy's in our district, so I think that's also a district game for us.
Oh, okay. Very good. So you go to Purdy and then home on Thursday against Pierce City.
Yes.
And then Friday you're back on the road.
Yeah, we're back on the road at Exeter.
Is that you've already been to Pierce City once this year for the tournament.
Yeah, we have.
So that's nice that they're coming to you.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
All right, guys, the players are retaking the court. Curtis, the challenge for the Cougars in the second half will be to maintain the intensity. The score is not reflective of the competitiveness of the game, I don't believe. I think Joplin missed a lot of easy shots in that first half.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That could make this game look very different.
Yeah, Joplin definitely could, especially if they come out and go on a run and start to, convert some of the easy shots that they've been missing early in the game. They could definitely make it a little closer. On the other hand, though, they have been turning the ball over a lot, and the Cougars have been forcing a lot of turnovers, so that's also been something that, has kept Joplin from being able to score because they've been turning the ball over quite a bit.
Good point. Yeah, we're not tracking it here, but there's been quite a few turnovers that the Cougars have forced in the press.
Yeah, if the Eagles could minimize turnovers and start converting on more of their easy shots, they could definitely make this more of a game score-wise. But so far, the Cougars have been making it pretty difficult to do that.
All right, Miller will inbound for the Cougars. Schumacher running the point. Pass to the wing to Miller. Up to the top as Schumacher works all the way around to the opposite wing. Smith cutting, and good pass to Stanton. Stanton with a little floater, can't finish, and Joplin pulls down the rebound. Good look, though, for the Cougars to open up the second half. Joplin tries to enter into the post. Stanton pokes it away. Clark back on the ball for the Eagles. Long 2 off the back iron. Stanton's boxing out. Stanton had a really good box out there, but Miller didn't get his guy, and Miller pulls down the rebound. Outlet to Jaden Smith. And the Cougars into the front court as they settle. Miller cuts through. Elbow to Stanton, back to Schumacher into Cronowith underneath. Gets blocked from behind, gets it back. Over to Smith for the three-pointer. Off the side iron, rebounded by Farrell Mack, and Joplin will take possession. Greninger brings it up for the Eagles. Swung to the corner, or to the wing. Schumacher defending. Skip pass across the court. Looking for the post entry into Greninger. Stanton defending. Stanton holding position. Good shot by Greninger to finish. That wasn't an easy finish. Schumacher brings it up into the front court, over to Smith on the wing. And gets called for the travel. 27-9 the score. 2 minutes into this third quarter, the Cougars have been held scoreless here in the third on 3 possessions. Joplin swings it over to the left wing. Pick and roll.
Great defense.
Miller's able to get in there. Cronowit on the run. All the way to the basket and draws the foul. Cronowit will go to the line to shoot 2. That's the first team foul of the half for the Eagles. Nails the first one. Let's move these back just a little bit so we're not bumping the table. Second one's up off the mark. Stanton gets the offensive rebound. Hook shot off the back iron. Greninger pulls down the rebound. And Joplin into the front court. Pass to the top of the key. Smith defending. Stanton steps up and help defense. And travel called. Good job by Adam Stanton stepping up and getting a hand on the ball. That's a little better. We're not shaking that table. Keep the clock a little steadier.
Yeah.
Cougars looking to try to score off their half-court set. Miller on the left wing. Stanton at the elbow. Miller swings it all the way across to Schumacher. Enters into Stanton cutting. Draws the foul and will go to the line. Have Stanton to shoot 2. First one is short. Makes the second. 20-point game.
Cougars have been doing a great job of getting to the free throw line here in the early going of the second half.
2 for 4 on free throws.
Yeah.
Miller with another steal. Pass ahead to Smith, a little too high, and he can't track it down. Eagles will take the ball.
Yeah. Good idea there by Miller to pass the ball up the floor, just put it a little too far out ahead of Smith.
Wild pass. Schumacher gets a poke away, but Greninger's back on the ball for the Eagles. Smith defending into the trap for Miller. Miller deflects it away, and Joplin will maintain possession. Cannon's really good in that free safety role where they're trying to make that next pass, just kind of reading where that ball's going to go. And
yeah, he definitely is.
Getting his hands on it.
I think that may be part of his game, where being a defensive back during football season might have helped him out a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a skill that carries over.
For sure.
Adam Stanton defending tough on the wing, and double dribble called on Hudson Matheson. Cougars take possession. Good job by Adam defending that. Joplin comes out into a press. Cougars will come up to help. Stanton gets the ball. Cross court to Holland. Sets it in the middle for Schumacher. Schumacher to Holland. Holland resets. Over to Holland on the wing. Cutting to Schumacher. Schumacher to Stanton from 15. Can't get the roll. And Joplin clears. Cooper Burrow with the ball from 15. In and out. Rebound by Joplin. Kronowitz able to tie it up and get the jump ball. Eagles possession on the arrow. Inbound. Kronowitz gets the reach in, and Noah Robertson will go to the line to shoot two.
Tried to put his hands up at the last minute, but he definitely got a handful arm right before that. Kronowitz got 4 fouls already in the third quarter.
Well, they give you 5, so you might as well use them, right?
Yep, definitely.
Robertson's first free throw is short. Smith will check back in the game for Kronowitz. Free throw is good. 29-10 is the score. 3 minutes left here in the third. Joplin is pressing. Entered to Schumacher on the corner. Back to Miller in the middle. Back to Schumacher as he looks to break the press. Back to Miller. Good seam pass to Stanton. And Stanton will hold. Gives it to Schumacher. Schumacher kicks it out to Miller up top. Miller looking to drive. Smith into the paint. Good one more pass to Stanton for two. Good ball movement and bucket for the Cougars.
Another great play for the Cougars off the dribble drive.
Schumacher drives and can't get the finish. Pass ahead, long by the Eagles, and Cougars will get possession. Thought that was going to go for Ben, but a little too heavy on the...
Yeah, just kind of rimmed out.
Yeah. Joplin stays in the press. Inbounded to Holland. Schumacher brings it up back to Miller in the middle, who gets it into Stanton. Up to Schumacher to the corner for Smith. Smith into Stanton and can't finish. Stanton gets the steal to a cutting to Smith. Maybe gets away with travel, and Schumacher nails the three. Schumacher trying to set up the trap, gets a deflection. Into the front court, Stanton gets his hands on it, up to Crew Holland. Crew looking for Schumacher, gets deflected away. Stanton's there, gets his hands on it first and comes away with it. Holland entered into Stanton. Stanton bully ball. Learned that from Curtis Davenport.
Yeah, probably having to guard me in practice, you'll learn some of my techniques and some of my moves and stuff, and it's good to see him putting that into practice.
You can see him just back it down right into the nose of the rim, and good hook shot to finish.
Definitely.
36-10 now the score here in the third. Take a look at the Cougars huddle here. What's Coach Quaddy talking about here in the huddle?
Probably just telling them to keep the intensity up. Maybe, I'm trying to think, not too much you could be talking about. They're doing everything pretty well so far. Maybe just telling them to make their layups, convert more on their easy shots, because they've missed a couple of those here down the stretch.
Somehow my first layer got really big on me, and now I'm screwing things up. Let's see if I can get this back to where it's supposed to be. right, back to the action here. Smith and Holland trapping. Stanton's there on the wing. Swung across, three-point shot is good for number 32. That's Isaiah Tom. Joplin still in the press. Miller to Stanton, over to Holland on the left wing. Miller takes the three off the front rim, and Schumacher tried to get a deflection, but Isaiah Tom was able to bring it down. Isaiah Tom into the paint and finishes with his left. That's 5 points for Tom in the matter of a few seconds, and stolen away. Foul called on Cannon Miller, and Joplin will go to the line to shoot two. Good little run there by the Eagles.
The Eagles definitely upped the intensity here in the past couple of possessions. They've gotten 5 points and then a steal and a foul to send Hudson Matisse into the free throw line.
Makes the second one. 20-point game. Cougars getting challenged by this press. They break it successfully again. Stanton's at the elbow, kicks it out to Schumacher, and foul called on the Eagles. Smith inbounding. Cougars running the set. Nobody's open. Gets it to Holland in the left corner. Over to Stanton on the wing. Stanton run dribble drive. Handoff to Schumacher. To Holland. Holland takes the long three off the... Oh. I had lost track of the clock. I didn't realize we were on the last second there, but
Yeah.
Holland launched it up at the buzzer. Almost got the backboard roll.
Almost, yes. It was like this close from just bouncing right in.
All right, let's see if we can get our scoreboard adjusted here. We are now going into the fourth quarter. Got to figure out how to get my main layer back so I can get back to our replay. There we go. All right, let's send this last replay through real quick while we're coming back to the quarter. This is that seam entry pass where Stanton got the nice little hook for the finish. All right, back to live, and Cougars will take the ball to open the fourth quarter. Crown is back in the game with 4 fouls. And Schumacher took a seat on the bench. Smith on the wing. Holland drives middle. It's able to get back on it and kick it out to Miller. Miller swings it over to Stanton on the wing. Stanton with a good spin move, gets to the paint, and finishes with his left.
Another
2
and one for
points.
Adam Stanton. Great tough finish there.
Yeah, he gets to the elbow and he's patient here with the spin. Makes that pound dribble with his left and a nice finish.
Oh, yeah. Just a great way of finding a lane, breaking down the defense, and slowly finding an opening to get a bucket.
Can't complete the
Free
three-point
play
play, but
short.
Kronowit gets a rebound. Miller nails the three.
And they said they'll take a 5-point play instead.
Yeah, exactly. Isaiah Tom's able to break the press. Stanton steals it away. Up ahead to Miller. Miller over the shoulder. Goes up with his left. Can't get the roll. And Joplin's able to pull down the rebound. Jordan Bozarth up to Isaiah Tom. Tough shot. Can't get the roll. Hudson Matheson on the corner. Jordan Bozarth on the ball. Entered into Matheson. Good spin. Can't get the roll. Draws the foul. And he will go to the line to shoot two. Didn't see the foul there, but maybe a little push down low.
Yeah, perhaps. Sometimes when they're calling fouls down to the refs, they'll see something like they'll see the player's hands. If they're not up, they might see them like checking the body or something like that, which is kind of hard to see if you're not, right up there watching it. So could have been one of those fouls.
Miller subs out as Ben Schumacher subs back in the game. Can't get the second one. Schumacher pulls down the rebound. Brings it up into the front court. Left-handed dribble. And is able to draw the foul as the defender was riding him. That is the 5th team foul. Stanton drives to the elbow, kicks it over to Smith. Smith holds and resets to Stanton. Holland up at the top of the key. Deflected away, but Cruz able to get back to it. Over to Kronowit on the wing. Kronowit looking for a cutter. Stanton opens up. Schumacher on the corner, kicks it out to Stanton for three, off the mark, but Smith's there for the offensive rebound. Smith finds Kronowit cutting. Good turnaround, can't get the shot to go, and foul called on Joplin on the offensive rebound by Jaden Smith. Cougars will be in the bonus from here on out. Another turnaround jumper by Kronowit, but he can't get it to go. Joplin at the elbow. Got away with travel. Holland defending. Baseline drive, spin move, or a reverse layup can't go. And Kronowit gets in there to get the jump ball. Eagles have possession.
Great hustle by both Kronowit and Jordan Bozarth of Joplin.
Yeah, the Eagles aren't giving up. There's still some fight. 4:30 here in the fourth. Schumacher defending on the key. Got the count going. Ball entered into the paint. And 2 points. That was a sloppy play, but nobody could get to it. Miller will bring it up the middle. Easily break the press. Look for Smith on the cut. Greninger gets his hand in there and deflects it away. Into the front court, Canyon and Kimbrough. And Joplin into their half court. Canyon Kimbrough kicks it up. Farrell Mack. Offensive rebound for the Eagles and finally gets the putback. Cougars into the front court. Jaden Smith with a left hand shot, and I almost lost my video camera there. Kimbrough with the up and under. Miller into the front court for Schumacher, pass across to Smith. Smith looking to create. Kicks it out to Holland, up to Miller. Schumacher backdoor cuts. Will reset at the wing. One more over to Holland. Holland looking for the cutter. Schumacher comes back to clear. Drives baseline, finds an opening, and gets the finish. Reverse layup. And Joplin on the inbound steps on the line, steps over the line. And timeout called. Let's see, I didn't see. Did Joplin call that timeout?
Yes, Joplin called the timeout.
All right. Take a look at that replay while we have a minute here. A lot of ball movement there. Schumacher gets it to the corner, gets baseline.
Just a great drive. Got there before the help did and finished over the top of the recovering defenders.
We're losing our clock here. I'm not sure what happened, but I have a camera that's not wanting to hold now. Let's see if that does us any better. All right. Cougars will get the ball on the inbound. 43-21 is the score. Up top to Schumacher. Over to Smith for three. Off the mark. Rebound pulled on by Jariah Clark. And sorry for my sloppy camera work there. I didn't get any of that in the camera frame. Farrell Mack throws it in. Jaden Smith gets the steal, but then gets called for the travel. And the Eagles will get it down low. This should be our last setup here behind the bleachers, Curtis, because tomorrow night middle school plays, and I believe we'll have the new bleachers set up.
Oh, nice. Sounds good.
Greninger with the spin move, can't get the finish, and gets called for the travel. I'm not sure. Oh, he's saying because he didn't touch the rim.
Yeah, possibly. I think I've seen that called before where they shoot the ball and it doesn't touch the rim, they'll call it a travel. I honestly don't think that that's actually a rule. I think you just can't pass to yourself, but I think as long as you're like visibly shooting it, it should be okay to come down and grab your own rebound. But,
yeah, I know the rules are different for different levels, and there's at least one level where it is okay to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe high school isn't one of them. We'll have to check on that.
Yeah.
Stanton at the elbow, over to Smith for a long two. Off the back iron, gets his own rebound, leaves it for Stanton. Stanton with the floater. Good finish for Adam Stanton. 1:40 left here in the fourth. Farrell Mack dribbling at the top of the key. Over to Jariah Clark. Looking for that post entry to Greninger. Stanton defending. Good job by Stanton getting his hand right on top of the ball. Pass ahead to Miller. Miller goes up with his left, can't finish. Stanton pulls down the rebound. Acrobatic play, draws the foul, and will go to the line. Adam nails the first. Schumacher subs out of the game for, I'm not sure who returned. I'm not sure who was out that came back in.
Crew Holland came in.
Okay.
Schumacher came out. Oh. Great effort by Cronenweth to go save that.
Joplin into the front court. Three-point shot off the mark. Joplin's able to save it. Off of Mack in the end, and the Cougars get the ball. Ball swung over. Oh, errant pass by Holland, stolen away by Mack. Dangerous pass. Joplin's able to come away with it, and we'll reset into their half court. 26 seconds to play. Three-point shot from way downtown. Miller's able to pull down the rebound. Up ahead to Stanton. Stanton one more to Holland, who chases it down, and to Cronowit. Tough take off the backboard, and Stanton gets his hands in there. It's actually the Cougars' ball on the jump ball.
Yeah, the Cougars have the possession arrow.
To the wing for Holland. Poked away. Smith inside for Cronowit. Comes across the lane. Gets his own rebound. And foul called at the buzzer. And that will do it for the game. Final score, College Heights 46, Joplin 21. Good game for the Cougars.
Yeah, all around offensively, defensively, shooting the ball, forcing turnovers, getting after it in transition, applying ball pressure. The Cougars just played one of their best games of the year.
I can see Stanton is up on the board. He had 19 points.
Yeah, he was their leading scorer. I think he was their leading scorer with 19. I think Schumacher came in second with 14. Everyone else got in between 3 and 8.
8 there for Cannon Miller.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. We'll be back here tomorrow to broadcast the middle school boys A and B games while the high school boys are down in Purdy. Do you know if there's a broadcast set up for the Purdy game?
I don't know. There might be, but I'm not sure.
I'll check and see. There a lot of times there's some type of broadcast that's set up, so we'll see if we can find that for you guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys.